Okay, I was locked out the account. Then my face was paused. Then I was locked out again.
I was like, it says she's live, but it's just a black screen. And
Yeah,
I was
no,
imagining
this
that
was
you were
not
just
working.
talking to yourself, talking away.
I just was entertaining myself, just thought I'd hang out on my own. And,
I
sometimes it
believe that.
works, sometimes it doesn't.
It's real life, people. It's real life, but we're here now. How are you?
I'm good. I mean, you know me, so Nat can testify that she is the tech one in this kind of relationship. So Nat
I'm
always has
actually
the
laughing.
latest
I was
device.
like,
And
oh my gosh.
yeah, which is why
I
when
knew
they
you were
said
confused.
you're the one that's in, they said that I was responsible to log in and put this up there. I was like, people, do you know which one you've asked to do this? That is not the part of my deal.
That's why I said I love her, but make sure you get Steve. Get her husband immediately.
Well, he was no use. He was here too, and he didn't have a clue. We were both like, I don't know what's going on.
Steve, don't fail me now. Oh, I miss you.
Oh, I miss you too. Perseverance, people. There's a
Yes,
preach in that. You
we've
just have
made
to
it through.
persevere.
There's a message in that. Okay, and I
Right.
heard now that I saw a headline that you guys are allowed maybe out of your house a little bit more. Is that true?
Okay, so this is the funny thing. Okay, so we were all waiting for the announcement on Sunday. So the Prime Minister made this big, like, this is going to be 7 o'clock, going to be a big statement, and obviously
Yes.
we've been in complete lockdown for 8 weeks, and so the only thing you can do is like exercise once a day, and then that's it. And so, you know, my kids are like desperate. They're like actually at the point where they're like, I have to see someone my age. I cannot live
Someone
with these
other
two
than
old
you.
people anymore. So we're all watching. Like they didn't even care if they were going back to school. They were that desperate to see people their age. So we're all watching the TV. And
Yes.
the big announcement was you can now exercise more than once a day. You can exercise as many times as you want. So my son, who hates exercise,
What good does
Noah's
that do
big
me?
announcement. Noah's big announcement was the Prime Minister wants to make him do more of what he hates. So yeah, that went down really well in our household. It went down really well. But
Wow.
hey ho.
Hopefully, so our town, I live in Nashville, as you know, but I don't know that everybody else watching knows that. And we have been able to, like Nashville, even the city, Nashville just started opening yesterday. So restaurants are at like 50% capacity. Even retail is opening. Like the store Blush that we go to
Yeah.
next to Target,
Yeah.
that one will allow eight people into the store at a time. So it's like strange, but at least you can go places other
Girl,
than
I bet you were at the
just.
front of that line. You're like, move
I
aside
was
the other
I was
seven.
kicking, I was
Open the
kicking and
doors.
punching. I was like, I'm one of the eight kicking.
I'm telling you, you need to go in that store and buy me some clothes and send them to me because I can't go to no store.
Okay, someone is saying that my signal isn't clear.
No.
Are other people saying that?
Yeah, it wasn't
Is
as
my
clear.
signal clear to
No,
you?
you're a little broken up. See, now I've got it right and you've got it wrong.
I'm clear, and you're clear. So I still think it's you. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see.
I think that's better. It just got better.
Oh,
Yeah, girl. You're rocking those magnetic lashes. Yeah, I didn't even put mine on because I knew you'd have yours on, and mine would look like caterpillars because they wouldn't be right, and yours would be perfect. And I was like, shame. So yeah, I just thought I'd leave that to you today.
Okay, so people, are you better? Am I better? Oh, I step ahead. Let me see. Am I better? I'm looking.
Better.
I don't know.
Yeah, better.
It's
Yeah,
better?
better.
Okay. Because I want to make sure. Oh, and now people are texting me. Yes, you're better now. Okay, thank you, Christy. Although with what's happening,
Oh,
I'm
girl.
not sure that blurry wasn't a little better.
Yeah, blurry might have been in our favor tonight.
Yeah, I might take blurry, guys, because there's some serious situations happening. And even though, like, my hair might be done, my lashes might be done, I have a sweater on, I have on yoga pants, which I haven't done yoga in my entire life.
The pants that want to go to yoga. They're in your drawer shouting, take me to yoga. and you're like, did you say take you to yoga? Frozen? They're your frozen yoga mats.
Oh, all of you beautiful friends, welcome to the chaos known as us. And it's in that same spirit that we want to announce something really exciting. Because I think the one thing, if you've been following us for any length of time, you kind of know you're just going to get the real us. And we're going to talk about important things of life, but we're going to laugh and cry along the way. And so I hope, okay, they say it looks good now. Perfect. Because we want to tell you something really exciting that we've been working on for a long time. And again, I know that a lot of people are doing this, so it's not like it's this revolutionary idea, but let me explain to you that it is revolutionary for Charlotte.
And if tonight doesn't prove it, I don't know what does.
And it's night where she is. So just remember, she's in another land, in another spot. I'm like, girl, it's only 1 o'clock for us. We are so professional. Can you tell?
So professional.
We are so polished.
We do this.
We're so polished for this big announcement that we're making. But we have actually heard from many of you about wanting this. And so we're really excited to announce the Dare to Be podcast. Woo-hoo! We are so excited that we are doing, I just saw the little hearts go. We're so excited that we're going to be doing a podcast, and there's a couple of things. And I think Charlotte's like this. She might actually be more technologically advanced than me in this way, but I'm not a huge podcast person. So for me, I was like, well, what do we do for a podcast? Like, I don't even know. Like, are there rules? So we want to let you know that if there are rules,
we broke them.
We have not followed them.
We already broke them all. I swear we already broke them all.
So this is what I think I'm really excited about. One, because I do know, like literally just this, she's saying that I'm getting all the texts of the information. Don't forget to tell them this. I'm going to get there, I promise. But I think the one thing that I've noticed, Char, and I don't know if you've noticed this, but everyone has a podcast currently, literally. And I was like, well, why would we be doing a podcast? Like, is that just the thing to do? Or are we doing a podcast because we really have something that we feel like is unique to offer? And I actually think that one of the things that makes our podcast super unique is not just our friendship, but is that I know of a lot of podcasts that are going to teach you and preach to you and give you your 10 steps that you need to do to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. This is more of a really honest conversation that is still rooted in scripture, rooted in God's word, but also rooted in our struggle and rooted in just real conversation. And I think that's one of the things that makes it different, right? Is that it's a conversation between friends about our struggles and about our dreams. And you will laugh till you cry, and you will hopefully cry till you laugh. I think the other thing I love is that they're not really long.
Right.
Each podcast, I couldn't remember. I think they're like 15 minutes or 20 minutes. They're such like little nuggets of conversation that are manageable, because if all of you watching are anything like me, I've got an attention span that's like, because there's so many things pulling at me. So you better give it to me like this, because if it's like this, I'm out.
Well, and we get on there and we're chatting, and then we're like, that's all I have to say about that. I'm pretty sure we should have had more, but you know what? We said it. That was
pretty
it.
much
So
all I have.
Now I need to go sort my kids out.
Okay. So the one thing I want to tell you right now is, if you're watching, I want you to get a pen or type it into your keyboard, whatever it is, on how to subscribe. So the podcast goes live next week, 1 week from today. It's on Tuesdays. You'll get a new episode. And the way you sign up for it, or I guess you subscribe, that's podcast lingo. You have to subscribe.
Don't be trying to be all professional now when we couldn't even turn the camera on.
I know.
Just because you can say the word subscribe does not make you a professional.
Subscribe. I'm all of a sudden in the know. Okay, so there's many ways that you can subscribe, and obviously the subscription is free, so we want you to know that. But you don't want to miss an episode because honestly, I actually doing it, I got so much out of it. I was like, I don't know how to say this, but I'm really getting a lot out of us.
We just really blessed ourselves.
I mean, I just really blessed me. I don't know how to say that, but
Someone's
anyway,
saying, does it cost? No, it's free.
No, it's free. So you can go to several things. Number one, we're really excited that this is in partnership with our friends from K-Love and Air One. Their parent company, EMF, is rolling out several different podcasts, and we're super excited to be one of the flagship podcasts that they're doing. And you can go to accessmore.com is one way you can subscribe. One of the easiest ways to subscribe is to go to daretobee.com and there'll be a tab that says podcast. You literally just click on that and then it says subscribe and you click on subscribe and it'll take you where you need to go. Like, I like everything to be simple and super uncomplicated. So daretobee.com, go ahead and subscribe. You can also, since we're on Instagram right now, it's in my bio under my link tree. I'm sure it will be in Charlotte soon if it's not already. We'll make sure of
Somebody
that.
will make sure it's in my bio. Hope they're watching this.
So you can also get there from my bio. It's in my link tree.
What is a link tree?
It's,
never mind. Don't even answer. I know what fruit tree is, but I've never heard of a link tree, but I like it.
It's a tree full of many links.
Perfect. You go ahead. You plant some more link trees.
Oh, you guys. So I want to ask you that are watching, are you podcast people? Like, is it just me that hasn't been as much? I just felt like, again, too, and I know Shar feels this way as well, but in this season of lockdown, there's been a lot of noise added to the world, like through social media. I feel like that's why this is only the second time we've gone live on Dare to Be, because we're like, there's like 150 lives to choose from every second.
And they're all way more professional.
Like, oh. I know.
They actually get on live when they say they will, because they actually know how to push the buttons. Excuse me while we figure out how to go live.
We are trying to be professional for our announcement, but the truth is we're kind of a disaster. Yeah. That's us, though, in a nutshell. So all that to say, I'm going to look through these comments. Do you guys listen to podcasts? Okay, I'm trying to, yes, that person's yes, love it. I love it. You are real, drum roll, yay, woohoo. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to read them. I'm like, and then I possibly need my reading glasses. Okay, don't make fun of me. I'm just a young 29-year-old who needs reading glasses. Okay.
Yeah, I think generally the comment is that people are really excited about it.
Yeah, this one says, I've never listened to a podcast before, but this one will be one I'll check out. Yay. I'm so excited about that. And I think that that's one of the things, since we didn't really know what a structure of a pod, I think that's one of my favorite parts about it, is that it's just really genuine. The conversation is genuine. Also, because we didn't know that we're supposed to like come into the podcast with a, hey everyone, welcome to blah, blah, blah. It's not like that. It's literally a conversation that you get to eavesdrop on, that I believe talks about a lot of the things, fear, anxiety, trying to achieve, what it is that you want to achieve. Women in ministry. Woo! That's a hot topic.
Parenting, marriage,
yes,
friendship.
Balancing the kids and all that we feel like we're called to do. There's just lots of different conversations that I feel like are going to help a lot of you, because I know that we're just really honestly so much the same, all of us, and we have very similar struggles. Even if they look a little different on the outside, on the inside, they're quite similar. So all of that to say, we are so excited about this podcast. We're super, super honored and thankful to EMF, K-Love, and Air One for giving us the opportunity to just ramble on. And we just want you guys to subscribe. And that's going to be really kind of, because I'm nothing short of just really honest, we need you to subscribe so it sends them the message that this is actually something that you guys want, that you guys want to listen to it, that you're really excited about hearing this conversation from us. So make sure that you just literally takes like 30 seconds to type in the address of where to go, daretobee.com, click on podcast, or accessmore.com, and it'll take you to their podcasts, and you can sign up for Dare to Be that way. And you can also go to it through my link tree.
Oh, and I will soon be getting a link tree when I find out where you buy one from or plant one. I don't know. I'll check my garden, see if there's one there. I think for us, you know, like when the conversation came to us about doing it, like Nat just said, you know, we were like, we don't really feel that's us. We don't even know what that is. We're not big podcast listeners. And then we were like, well, actually, we really like to talk, like chat to each other. And what we found from all of your feedback is that you just love someone just having a chat, like just hanging out with you, chatting with you, talking about real stuff. So we're not going to turn up lots of scriptures. There'll be Bible in there for sure. But really, it's just two friends going, what did we do? Like we talk about when we fell out. We talk about when we disagree. We talk about like that's how real we get, because, you know, we don't always get along. Sometimes she drives me crazy. And sometimes she's like,
sometimes I drive myself crazy.
So I think, you know, what we're inviting you into really is into our friendship, and just trying to say, hey, you know, maybe there's something we're going to chat about that rings a bell with your life. And I actually feel like it's such God timing, because, you know, Nat, this has been a while in the making and a while in the coming. And about a week or so ago, I woke up in the night. I was telling Nat when we were chatting privately, and I just felt God say to me, I've been absent in some places where I need to be present. And I think that's one of the platforms that I think this represents, because I think, like you say, there are so many people out there. So for me, I was like, well, I'm absent because I don't need to be. But I felt God say, actually, I need you to be present in a way that people can access something different, a different side. I think this is an answer to that it makes us present in a way that's not you singing, not me preaching. It makes us present in a way that's accessible and chatty and conversational. So we don't just need you to subscribe to let them know you want it, but we need you to know, we need to know that you are interested in listening to those kind of chats, because it makes it more worthwhile us doing it if we know you're hungry for it.
Yeah, and you know, the thing is too, somebody asked, is it on Apple? I forgot to say that. It's available any place that you listen to podcasts. So wherever it is that you listen to podcasts. So yes, it's available on Apple. You have to just search Dare to Be, especially because it's not live yet. You can subscribe today, but you can't watch an episode yet. You can get just like a little quick 1-minute preview for free. But you can subscribe, but you just search Dare to Be and then hit view all or whatever it is on your platform that you listen to it on. But the easiest way is still to go through, at least maybe that's for me, because I'm not a big podcast. I'm trying to look through to see if there's other questions. Okay, so anyone else? Oh, this person, I love a good podcast. And then are you okay? Oh, no, actually. Are you okay? Do you not know anything about me? No, I am absolutely one fry short of happiness.
She is. And I'm the milkshake on the side.
That's exactly. That's just real life. And after this season, are any of us really okay? I mean, let's just be honest. Are we actually, like, we're okay, like, spiritually, yes. But are we okay? Like, we're going to be okay, but currently, that twitch.
Let me out.
Okay, I'm trying to let me out, people. Let me out. Do my nails. Do something.
I'm willing to stick my fingernails under the door. I'm willing to put them under the door of the cellar and be at the other side of the door, pushing my nails, like break all the skin off my knuckles.
Honestly, I'm even like, I say to my husband, please don't look at my toes. We've been married for 21 years, and I know you accept me as I am, but there's a couple of things you've never seen. My roots or my real toenails.
My husband walked past my feet the other day and he went, ooh, they look weird. I was like, they're my feet. That's what they look like.
Yep. Just as I am. Oh my God.
So yeah, we talk about all
I'm
this
trying to
stuff on the
see-
podcast.
Yes. Any questions? If you guys have a question before we get off, type it in. Really, I'm terrible at looking at. I'm so good at reading comments on my actual posts, but on these, they
I'm reading.
scroll
I'm reading.
by.
I'm reading.
Oh, somebody said, did you already record the podcast? Some of them we already recorded. And in fact, interesting story because we want to keep it real. We had actually already recorded what we thought would be episode 1 and episode 2 because Charlotte and I were together. And so we thought, oh, for our first time, let's actually like go into the studio together and record these podcasts in the same room because we can play off of one another. And then this whole thing happened. And we thought, you know what? We actually need to re-record the first one because of what's happening in the world and what's happening in your lives and what was happening in our lives. We felt like we just needed to re-record the first one and the second one. And so we did it over Skype, and we had like one device where we could see each other's faces, and then we had headphones, and we're like, so I hope that it comes off as great as we thought.
I have a question to ask about that, because now you just reminded me. When we did that the other day and we recorded the first one again, I was in the middle of something really deep and meaningful, and you were losing the plot. Like someone had come in the room behind you or something. And you were like laughing so hard, and I was so trying to keep my voice. What was that? Was it Sadie or someone came in? I'm like in deep thought, and all of a sudden I see you going,
okay, what? Okay, number one, do you not know out of 15 years of friendship that I'm always losing the plot? Number two.
I meant to ask you. I was like, what was that?
Oh, yeah, it may have been Naked Sadie,
Okay,
actually.
perfect.
It may have been Naked Sadie, because right there,
bathroom.
Those are the doors to. I'm sitting in my bedroom. Half of my bedroom is a bedroom, and the other half is my study. And those are the doors, and I close them to try to get. Like I tell them, "Mommy's doing this. Please don't come in." I close the doors, but Sadie has her own. She has her own set of rules, which we are praying about and working on regularly. But she walked in, and I think she was naked.
Yeah, that would
explain
it, because you were like, whoa, and I just carried on talking. I was like, I don't quite know what's going on right now, but I'm just going to keep talking. I just thought that's how real it is, people. There's naked children in the background.
Naked children running around. I mean, this is what's happening. Okay, let me see if there's any other. Do you see any questions?
Somebody said that they tried to hit the link in your bio and it wasn't working.
Oh, well, look at that link tree. I didn't water it today. Okay,
see, so that's why I don't have one.
Hopefully somebody is watching this and getting that fixed.
I know you're not talking to me.
I only know how to say link tree. I don't actually know how to do it. But somebody will work on that, I'm sure. Listening to friends chat, friendship goals.
Chrissy said it's now working. It works.
Okay, it's working. My link tree is blooming, and it is working, guys. Okay, you shared that on. Okay, sorry. Looking for. Oh, what's the name? What's the name of the podcast? I know this is going to be revolutionary. It's called Dare to Be.
It took us hours to come up with that. I mean, hours.
I'm not laughing.
We are so creative.
That I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at us because it was like, what should we call our podcast? Oh yeah, Dare to Be. And I think, this is one thing that I'm really excited about, is because our events that we've been doing for a long time, this piece of my bang right here is really bothering me. So I'm trying to talk, but I just want to keep it real. Okay. How long, have you ever known me without bangs? Ever?
No.
No.
Your hair's really thick right now. Oh my gosh, speaking of hair, we digress, but this is what happens when girls get on. I cut Noah's hair. It's so bad.
Yeah.
No.
Is
okay,
it bad?
yeah. Like literally, he was watching a TV show, and so I got the buzz cutters and literally put a bald spot in the back of his head. And then I said, I'll be back in a minute, Noah. And I ran outside to Hope and Steve and went, don't dare say a word about Noah's hair. Don't say a word.
He can't see the back.
So and then I cut the rest with scissors because I was too frightened to use the things, and it's like literally like that. And so I thought I got away with it because he's 14, he's a boy, he didn't know. He did cut the back of his head until they did a Zoom live group, and everybody burst out laughing when you
No.
So there you go.
Poor Noah.
I know. Paul, he's gonna be.
Noah, I could have told you, do not let your mama cut your.
My kid's gonna need therapy after lockdown. That's all I'm saying.
I know. I'm actually gonna need therapy after lockdown. Okay, here. Love your Chris.
Oh, somebody just texted me saying they're putting a link tree on my site. So I have teams that even know what one of those are.
Look at you. Look at you, rock star, with your teams.
It's about 2 people.
Okay, hold on. Now, let me see. What I was saying was, it was really important, so I thought. Oh. Yeah, it was that we can't get to every town, obviously, with our event.
Right.
And I think that one of the cool things about the podcast is it invites so many of you in that have been like, please come here. Why don't you ever come here? It's not the same as an event, obviously, but it still invites you into us, to Shar and I, and invites you kind of into some of the content. I think, and I think that's one of the things I'm most excited about, is it kind of helps us get all over the place without having to travel all over the place.
And I also like the fact that it actually gets us to be able to talk about stuff that maybe you'd be like, I would love you to talk about this. Like, we want to build it so that there's some interaction where you can even be letting us know, reaching out and saying, hey, have you ever thought about talking about this? Because there's most things we've talked about. So I think even that involves in a way that you get to shape it with us as it goes forward. So that's even a fun part of it too.
Okay, someone else is saying that, but I'm guessing this is old. The subscribe link isn't working.
Someone saying from South Africa. Someone else saying they just clicked on Spotify. They just did it via Spotify. Someone else saying that they just did it via Apple. Someone else on, Dare to Be.
Our podcast is on Spotify. I just feel so legit right now. Spotify is my streaming platform of choice. I really probably shouldn't say that. Just kidding. If Apple Music is listening. I also love Apple Music. It's funny because my kids are Apple Music, but I'm more Spotify. I don't know if it's just because that's what I learned on. Okay, lashes need details. Guys, they're magnetic. What can I tell you? What is the podcast about? We answered that. That sounded so rude. We did answer it, though. It's what you're seeing right now. Okay. Any other questions? Oh, I'm so glad you guys are so excited about it. I'm really excited about that. That actually that warms our heart. Because to be truthful, the last thing that either of us needed was one more thing on our plate.
Right. That is the truth.
You're both really busy, and I feel like us choosing to do it isn't like, oh, look at us. We chose to do this for you. That's not what we're saying at all. It's just that we felt whatever we're doing, we feel like God is prompting us to do it. So we're not just doing it because we think, well, everybody else has a podcast, so we're probably supposed to have a podcast. Because if that was the case, we would have done it a while ago. But I think that this is just because we just really felt a God prompt to do it, and so we're doing it. So it means a lot to us. It means a lot to us. Okay, I'm trying to see anything else. You guys are so great, and I love.
We can't wait to see how many of you clicked on when we get off here and find out. That'll be awesome to see.
This person said, "I'm supposed to be doing homework, but this is way more educational." You know, just call us teachers.
That's right.
I've been homeschooling my kids, and now I'm a pro at it.
I've learned about all kinds of things today, horticultural trees and all kinds of things. This is educational. Your kids are going to learn so much from us.
Honestly, I'm like, guys, I find it hard to, this is the one thing, and if you're a math teacher on this live right now, please don't be offended by what I'm about to say, but unless you're going to be like a mathematician or maybe I don't know what else you would need calculus for, but let's just be really honest. You need to know how to add. You need to know how to subtract. You need simple multiplication and division. Fractures maybe if you're cooking. But why else do you need to learn any of that math? I'm looking at my kids and I'm like, guys, I want you to get a good grade, but at the same time, you don't need to know this. Like, you will never use this in your life.
The problem is, though, on my end, I kind of say that about every subject. Science, you don't really need to know about all that stuff.
Why do you need to know how to dissect a frog? I'm telling you that if you continue dissecting frogs in your life, you will no longer have friends. Like, it's just not normal. It's not good.
Exactly.
Don't do it. So why do you need to know the inner workings of a bug?
The only thing they need to know in science is that when you don't put your smelly clothes and your wet towels in the laundry basket, bacteria grows.
That's science right there. I would give you an A for that. I would give you an A. You need to know God made everything and what she said.
Yeah, and
That's
bleach
science.
has a purpose.
Yeah. And maybe how babies are made, but we're not going to talk about that today.
I'm pretty sure you're waiting for me to be there for that conversation. Auntie Charlotte, what do you have to say about this?
Gosh. Actually, on one of our podcasts, I am actually going to tell you guys the story. I will not do it on this Insta Live, but on one of our podcasts, I will have to tell you, Char knows the story of when I told the twins the birds and the bees.
It's a funny story.
Because it is an epic story. And I feel like at some point we actually need to talk about that too. Not the birds and the bees, but like when you told your kids, when I told my kids, because that's the stuff moms want to know about. Because I got some of those books, and I'm telling you, like some of those books that are like the Christian kid books of like no. The stick figures are not going to do the job, guys. Oh my gosh, we should stop talking.
We should. We digress. This is why our podcast.
All of a sudden, our podcast just got a bunch of hit subscribers. They're like, oh, subscribe.
Someone's saying, tell us now. We're like, no, we're going to make you wait. You got to wait for the podcast.
Exactly. Literally, they're like, wait, what? Also, the people that are allowing us to do this podcast are like, and you're
it's over before it began.
Exactly. Oh, well, we love you guys, and we're so excited about this. I think the other thing that we want to know from you guys, so comment on our Instagram posts and let us know what you want to hear us talk about. And I think that helps us know, like, hey, we've covered that already, so it's coming. Or we can kind of see an overwhelming thing like, you know what? I do actually want to know how you guys told your kids about the birds and the bees. Or whatever it is that people are like, actually, I kind of want to have that conversation. I think that we need a place where you can, and if it's not on Instagram, I'm going to ask people, where do they comment? Can you comment on the podcast? Somebody asked that. Is there a place to leave comments? I actually have no idea. So we will find that out.
There's a comment tree. There has to be. There's a whole orchard in my mind going on here. There's comment tree, there's link tree.
And there's going to be a comment tree. If there's a link tree, certainly there can be a comment tree.
Someone just needs to plant one.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we love all of you so much. And I love you, friend. And I miss
love you too.
And one more time, I just want to say, go to daretobee.com, click on podcast, and then
subscribe.
Click subscribe. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, literally. Or go straight to accessmore.com, and it's right on there. Or wherever you listen to podcasts, just search out Dare to Be, hit view all. Since it's not live, you'll have to scroll through different ones, but you'll see our faces right there, and you'll know it's us. That we love you so much, everyone. We're so grateful that you're on this journey with us, and really excited about what we believe this podcast, again, just a quick 15-20 sorry, I've got a hair in my eye, 15-20 minute nugget is going to give you on a weekly basis.
And because it's a podcast, you're not distracted by Nat pulling stuff out of her eyeballs.
Oh, I've been pulling stuff out of my scalp, out of my eyebrows.
Let's just thank the Lord for the moment that it is a podcast. They can't see our roots, they can't see our nails.
I know, literally, I'm pretty happy about that. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Okay, we love all
of you. We love you guys. You're the best.
Okay.
We can't wait to see you later.
Bye. Stay healthy.
Bye, Nat.
Love you. Love you so much. Bye.
Okay, now I have to learn how to switch this thing off. Bye, guys. Thanks for coming and watching and listening. We love you. See you soon.